I've been waking up slow with the weight in my chest, like the sun forgot how to shine in the west. And I smile when they ask, say I'm doing just fine, but there's thunder rolling quiet in the back of my mind. Some days are light, and some days I fake, and some days I break for my own damn sake. Well, the thing is, I'm trying, even when the voice in my head keeps lying. It's a war just to get out of bed, but I breathe in deep and I face it instead. No, I'm not alright, but I'm fighting to be. Well, the thing is, I'm still me. I got friends who don't call, and I don't blame them. Hard to hold space when your world's gone vacant. And I wish I could tell you what's missing inside, but it's foggy in here, even with open eyes. I wear my silence like armor, I know, but there's hope in the cracks where the light starts to show. Well, the thing is, I'm healing, even when I don't trust what I'm feeling. Every scar is a line in my song, every stumble's a sign I've been walking this long. And I don't have the map, but I've got my feet. Well, the thing is, I'm still me. I won't lie and say it's easy, but I won't hide the storm inside. If you're walking through the darkness, take my hand, we'll walk side by side. Well, the thing is, we're learning, and the fire in our hearts keeps burning. Even when the night feels too long, the strength in the fact we go on. So if you're not okay, let this song set you free. Cause the thing is, you're still you, and that's still enough for me.
You're still you, and that's still enough for me. Welcome in, everyone. How you doing? We got Dave G, Manic Mama Studios, Regina. How you doing? So, Willow, how you doing? So let's get this party started. You know, the stream's called "Are You Accountable for Your Actions?" And the reason why I worded it that way, okay, is, are you accountable for your actions? And I hope this live reaches a certain person, okay, because they like to blame everybody else. And how do I know this? Because I was the same way back in the day. I wasn't accountable for my actions because it was everybody else's fault. You know, I sit and I watch. And the thing is, right, is you could only blame people for so long. You can only blame people for so long before people start seeing, before their eyes start opening and realizing, wow, I've been fooled. Rosalie, how you doing? So I'm going to share a little story about myself, okay, and how I learned to read people, okay. I used to be, and I got no shame in admitting it, okay, a compulsive liar. Used to be. Until I got in trouble. Big trouble. I used to blame everybody, Kathy, how you doing, for their actions, for my actions. It wasn't my fault. They talked me into it. They did it. You know what I'm saying? Well, I don't know if you know what I'm saying. You know, you might understand where I'm coming from because you've probably met somebody or seen somebody that blames other people for the faults in their life. Okay. Eventually, you're going to have to grow out of it. And hopefully, it's not too late. I grew out of it in my 20s when I realized how much damage I was doing to other people. I grew out of it. And, you know, because when you blame other people for your actions and you don't hold yourself accountable, it'll backfire. And that's a regret you don't want to live with. That's a regret you don't want to live with. You can't blame people for your faults. You got to be accountable for your own actions. You know, I've been on just being human, being honest with yourself. I'd rather upset somebody by being honest with them than lying to them. If you did something wrong to somebody and you own up to it, own up. Because what happens is people start turning on you. When they figure out that you're not a truthful person, people turn on you. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm talking about, to be honest. I do know what I'm talking about, but I would have to drop the person's name to understand, for you to understand. I would have to drop the person's name. And I don't like doing that because it gives them oxygen, it gives them air, it gives them power. You know, I don't even know why I stress over this person anymore. I do not know why I let this person rent space in my head. I don't, to be honest. It's probably because I'm looking for an apology and I'll never get it. That's probably what I'm looking for, is an apology. And I'll never get it. When you put time into a situation, okay, a person, you and you call them a friend. You guys know who I'm talking about now. Okay. And they do you dirty. And they know they're wrong. And they keep denying it. It bothers you. And that's probably the reason why is it bothers me that this person acts like they're perfect. It bothers me that this person acts like they did no wrong. Yeah, I'll drop the link. I went and seen my psychiatrist today, and I'm trying to get into therapy. And back in April, they had a different number. They didn't have the accurate phone number for me. So I missed the opportunity to get into therapy, which I didn't know. No one told me. All right, I'll pin it. Give me just a second. Give me just a second. So this person has been renting space in my head for a while. And it's because I haven't been able to tell this person how I feel to their face. And that's probably why. Because I'm a face-to-face person. I want you to know how I feel. And I want your reaction. And that's my problem. That's my problem. I'm not a confrontational type of person, but well, no, maybe. But I'm the type of person that will tell you how I feel to your face. I won't say behind your back. I won't talk shit about you, but I'll say how I feel to your face. Hey, John, how you doing? So, and the thing is I've told people I hate drama. But lately, on my channel, it has come over here. And it's not members, it's not subscribers, it's me bringing it. Because I'm still pissed off at this individual. I'm still angry at this individual. Full of heart, how you doing? And they walk around, and they're on social media, lying to people, making it look like their life is peaches and cream when it's not. I've gone through a lot of changes, and I'm not done. All right, Regina. So, and I'm still going through changes on this channel. I still cover mental health. I still have my lives where I talk about mental health. But, I want to do other things. And I'm going to do them. I'm going to do posts on, my community wall, getting ideas. I want ideas from you guys on what to cover, who to cover, any thoughts? Because this is a team effort. And there's nothing wrong with being part of the team. I didn't create this channel for myself. I don't do this to make money. I do this to help people to let people know that they're not alone in their life, to let people know that they're not alone in their struggle. You know, that's why I do this. I don't come up here doing entertaining things, you know, to embarrass myself or embarrass other people. You know, I'm not looking to get rich on YouTube. I'm looking to help as many people as possible. And if you leave this channel a better person and you never come back, that's all that matters to me. You know, if you leave this channel better than you entered, that's all that matters. But I just wish certain creators or creator would be accountable for their action. Big MF, how you doing? And Manic Mama Studio, I am working on that cover. Holistic Options, I am working on that. What's up, Regina?
Hello, hello, hello. So, are you accountable for your actions? Yes. Yes, you are accountable for your actions. Here's the thing, okay? If we're going to hold people to standards at all, we should hold ourselves to those same standards, okay? And by holding ourselves to those same standards, I mean, could we see ourselves in that person's position? Okay. And if we can see ourselves in that person's position, how would we expect to be treated or them to handle the situation? Beyond that, beyond holding other people to the same bar that you hold yourself, we often expect more out of people than what is right. Okay. Whenever
I
we
agree.
put,
I agree.
Mhm.
But I am accountable for my actions. And you know who I'm talking about.
I know who you're talking about,
You
and
know,
absolutely, yes. But here's the thing. Whenever you are not the one who has done the injustice, then you shouldn't be the one to suffer because of the other person's actions.
and that's what I'm struggling with.
Yes, and
That's what I'm
that's what I'm
struggling
here
with.
to tell you. That's what I'm here to tell you, Eddie. Okay. Whenever you only expect what you yourself would give someone else, and that person is not willing to give back to the same level as you can't blame yourself for that. Do you see what
Yeah,
I'm saying? You
yeah,
can't you can't blame yourself if you're not in the wrong. Quit being a
yeah,
whipping boy. Quit being
yep.
a whipping boy. They ain't even worth it. I know who you're talking about. They are not even worth it, Eddie. Let me tell you something. You have values, you have a moral compass, and you have genuine concern and love and compassion for other people. Don't let a phony baloney bullcrapper take
I
that away
understand,
from
but you
you
know
or deny you
what
that.
gets me right is I wish you know other people would open their eyes and see that they're being played, you know, and being taken advantage of and used. You know what I'm saying? I wish other people would open their eyes in that community and see, you know, I don't want them to go through what Alma went through, what I went through, what Nana went through, what so many other people went through, the hurt. I don't want people
Right.
to keep go through that.
Right. And that's the reason you should be okay. Do you remember how I would tell you my feelings about it, and you would tell me that you were going to listen to what I had to say as my friend, but you weren't going to say anything bad about her because you were her friend, right? And you said that you were going to support her unless she ever pulled something on you. You were there for her. She was your friend. That's what you told me, right?
Yep.
And you were there for her, and you supported her as your friend, even though I was telling you as my friend all the snake crap that person was doing to me, Eddie.
And I should have listened. I should have listened. You know, I should have listened.
Right, right.
But when
But
I when it
that
when it when it
but
when
Eddie,
it when
hold
it
on. That's part of being a real friend. A real friend will tell you what's going on and stick with you no matter what until you do see the light for yourself. But I always knew you would because you had a heart and that person doesn't. You know what I mean? Like I knew it would present itself to you because that's just who they were. And sometimes you can tell your friends, you can tell other people all you want to, Eddie, till you're blue in the face. Okay. But there comes a point when you got to choose for yourself if supporting and witnessing it is worth it to maintain that friendship in the end. You see what I mean? And you have genuine about you that is to offer as a friend, and that's the reason I chose to be your friend regardless because listen, you know what I hold highly value for people more than anything. What I value people at what I see them doing to others. Okay. And I saw your kindness and compassion towards others. And that is what led me to stick it out. You have something to value, unlike the other person that is that way and does this stuff to people and just throws them and casts them to the side. These people, they hold a grudge and they hold anger at the way they were treated. But really, you can't just be focusing on the person that did you wrong. You know what I mean? You've got
I
to,
I I understand.
you do.
I do. I do, Regina. I do. I get where you're coming from. You
Okay.
know, I just got to think and sleep on it and clear my mind and meditate. You know what I'm saying? Like um in my Discord, Hen dropped a video in my Discord. I'm just gonna have to meditate on it and clear my mind
And
of
talk it through, Eddie, because I think the part that you don't understand is you're not the problem there. You weren't the problem. And I understand you invested so much into it. Like you were genuine. I know this. I was genuine too, Eddie. It hurt me too. So I understand where you're coming from. And I know that I didn't invest as much into it as you did. So I'm just saying, don't focus on that wench. Focus on the people that are here that care about you and it'll help you get through it. That's what
yeah.
I'm saying.
And I'm
Yeah.
that, and I'm still having it tough, because I just can't wait for the 23rd to get here.
That's what you need to be focusing your time and energy into. That's what you know what I'm saying?
Hey, I did talk to a certain person on your behalf. There, another person before you reached out to her about it. Um, I'm going to connect two of you together to cover it.
Me?
Yeah, you remember when you talked to me? So, all right, chat. So, I've been
I know what you're talking about. Yep. Thank
I've
you.
been down in the dumps. Uh, since last month. Um, and I found out more info. And it just made it worse.
Deep breaths, Eddie.
You know that my best friend tried to get away from the situation and they ran him down.
Oh
Why?
no. I'm so sorry, Eddie.
Why? And this is the reason why I need a therapist, because I would be able to break down in therapy and not publicly, but you're getting the raw emotion from a person who cares about other people.
Eddie, don't be ashamed of your feelings. You just had a friend that was murdered. Okay, I think all of us can have a little bit of grace for you right now.
You know, when I left New Hampshire, um, I didn't realize how many people I was going to miss when I left. I didn't realize. And then when I go to reach out to them, man, life is so precious. And you know, I really hope that those of you that have ones that you haven't talked to in a while, but you care about and love, send them a text, call them, because you don't know when it's going to be the last time you ever hear from them again. They could be here today and gone tomorrow. And lately, I've been calling everybody, reaching out to all my friends, people I care about. And even if they don't answer, at least they know I called. I reached out, you know. Um, Make this a mission in your life if you're listening to this. Replay crew. Make this a mission. For the ones you love and care about, reach out to them. Make sure they know that. When you see them, give them a hug. Let them feel that embrace. Oh, man.
It's okay, Eddie.
So,
We'll get through it
yep.
together.
So, it's just that when I go to therapy, people don't understand. There's a lot of people out there that don't like therapy, but I love therapy. It helps me so much. It helps me get through some serious situations because it gives me somebody to talk to, and they listen. And they listen. They will sit there and not say a word and just listen. You know, that's probably the reason why I come on online. You know, and I, You guys don't hear me complain about the numbers. You never will hear me complain about the numbers. Because if there's one person in chat or there's a 500,000 in chat, it's all that matters is that one person listening. And if a 500,000 people are listening, they're listening. But therapy helps.
That's what I love about your channel. In a way, it kind of is therapy. I mean, I know it's helped me work through some stuff. I know other people that it's helped work through things. And that's why I appreciate you being here so much. And not only that, Eddie, but you're honest. Like whenever you speak about how you feel and you present yourself, like I know this because I know you. So I can support that. But the thing is I think other people see that too. And it helps them be more honest with themselves and others as well. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It really is. It's a blessing. It's a blessing to the community that is, well, the thing is, it really is. I know, I see you helping people. That's why I support you. And I just want you to know that we're here too if you need us. I mean, don't ever be ashamed to come at me being real. You know what I mean?
Well,
Like,
you got to be real. You know what I'm saying? I always said this. I'm always 10 toes down. You know what I'm saying? You got to stand 10 toes down. And you got to stand on your word and be who you are. Okay?
yeah.
You can't be fake to people because eventually people are going to see the fakeness. Okay? And that
That's a fact.
travels. People are eventually going to see you're fake. And I used to be a fake person. I used to be. I'm not denying it. Name a time where you were real, where you didn't put on a front to be accepted. Name a time in your life when you were younger where you didn't do things just to feel accepted by other people. Okay? I used to smoke cigarettes to fit in. Now I can't stop smoking. I used to smoke weed to fit in. Now I can't smoke weed no more. I wish I could. I probably wouldn't need the medication I have. But I did so many things to fit in. And I remember one time, this is where I realized something, that I became a loner. I had a vehicle, right? At 16. I was popular.
Yep.
Everybody wanted to hang out with me.
Yep.
And then I blew the motor in my car. And people quit coming around. Yep. People quit messing with me because I was no longer that guy. And I'm like, wow, so you were just friends with me because I was transportation. Go places. Interesting.
And yes, yeah, that's true. There are people that are opportunist, Eddie. And the
And thank
thing
you, Full
is,
of Heart, for that comment. She's like, I didn't know you, Eddie, but I kept coming back. Full of Heart, thank you. Kathy, thank you.
and see, that's something I think we all struggle with is whenever rejection comes to us, especially rejection that was based on fakery, if that makes sense, faux companionship, uh, especially whenever it comes to and I hate to say it for what it is, but parasocial relationships. I think that whenever we get into communities and we become friends with people and we expect things to stay that way because we get in a rhythm of it, and it's comfortable for us, and we get to know people. I think that whenever we find out something that we would hold ourselves to the standard to is not going on, then we feel a real sense of loss, and we feel a sense of grief in losing that. And the thing is we don't ask, well, what did that other person do? We tend to ask, well, what did we do? And sometimes the answer is nothing. Sometimes the answer is not us, right? Sometimes it's
Yep.
really not. And I think that all of us struggle with that because we don't, like, sometimes we question ourselves, am I the problem? And sometimes we are able to see that the other person is the problem.
Yep.
But I think that whenever we bring ourselves out of an area where legitimately, through growth, maybe we were the problem and we didn't doubt ourselves, I think that whenever we come out of it, like you have, Eddie, we over question ourselves. Well, whenever you open your eyes, you start questioning everything, right? And I think
Yep.
that you start over questioning yourself. I mean, I've done it. I think we've all done it. And it's because once we grow and we learn, well, then we question everything we do, right? And it's okay to be at that point that you're questioning, is this my fault? But I think that the other side of that growth, Eddie, is actually figuring out and learning that you are not always the problem, right? There's
Yep.
two sides to that growth.
Yep. I agree. Thank you very much, Three Sides 360. Um, I I've just
I'm just saying, don't be derailed. You're growing. This is like, I think that what you're going through is completely acceptable considering what you invested in the relationship.
yeah, I invested a lot of time.
You did.
You
And
know,
and
I'm loyal, man, and that's what kills
I know
me.
you are. I know you are.
You
That's
know,
what kills me. That's really what kills me about it is you got hung out to dry over a barbecue, and you weren't even on the menu, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't do, like, you didn't step in no traps. You didn't do anything wrong. That's the whole thing. And like, and I understand, like, the growth that you're going through and the way you're questioning it, but I mean, you just got to realize sometimes that growth is recognition that you didn't do the wrong. You didn't, Eddie.
yep.
You didn't.
See,
And I applaud you for wanting to talk to others and warn them. That is the right thing to do. I knew it was the right thing to do whenever I told you what was going on and my feelings about it. You know what I'm saying? But I told you, what did I tell you? I said, Eddie, I understand. And because you're her friend and because you respect her, I'm not going to ask you to say anything about her. I needed someone to listen. So
yep,
you were there for me as someone that
yep,
needed to listen, even though you didn't, like, you weren't in a place ready to hear what I was saying. You know what I mean?
yeah, I do. I truly do, Regina. I truly do.
And the difference is I knew that you were a good person because I seen the way you treated them, even though you had me saying this, that, or the other, you still represented as a friend to her.
Yep.
So don't worry too much about the person that everyone when they see it for themselves, turns away from completely. Because there's something in you, Eddie, that other people see that that is worth holding on to through that. And don't you forget it. Don't let her problems become your problems.
I agree. So thank you for coming up, Regina.
You're welcome.
You kind of talked me off of a deep ledge.
Oh, what are friends for?
Yeah,
You've been a good
you
friend to
kind of,
me.
the good conscience versus the bad conscience.
Yeah. How
Today,
many
today,
times? How many times?
Regina was a good conscience today, because the bad conscience was about to go off like tenfold, the deep end. I've been trying to get my mind into a brighter place. And every time I work towards it, something throws me back into it. And it's not minor things that do it, it's major things. So,
Can I suggest something with this entire situation?
yeah.
Sit down with a pencil and piece of paper and write down everything you did for said person. And then write down everything said person did for you. Write down every wrong you ever did to said person. Then write down the real.
Dude, that's easy. I can say that right now.
Yeah.
I
And
don't
then
even
look at
have to
those
write it
lists.
down.
Look at those lists.
The money, the memberships, the more money, the support. In return, the only thing, and I'm gonna give credit to her, is she helped with my channel at the beginning with memberships. Promote my channel. That's it.
Only to try to tear it down later, like she has done every other person she said she would help out of the kind Christian heart she has.
Yep. But I'm
I'm
still
just
here,
saying, hold your head
Logan.
high,
I'm
Eddie.
still here. I
Hold your
am
head high.
still here, and I'm not going anywhere. I'm still here.
Okay.
She
So after you
tried to
get that list
destroy me.
wrote, listen to me. After you get that list wrote, look at
Burn
your
it.
side of the list. No, look at your side of the list and ask yourself, did I stand up to my own standard? And if you held up to your own standard of how you would treat somebody, and you look at the other side and you ask the same question, did they hold up to the same standard that I would treat them by? Whenever
Yep.
you look at that list and it doesn't add up on the other person, then you hashtag FU donkey and step away. Right?
Yep. Was that your husband coughing in the background?
Yeah, that's my
Is
husband.
he all right?
Yeah, he's all right.
All right, just making
He's
sure.
probably a little better right now, Eddie.
Oh. It's that time of the day. So
Started an hour and 23 minutes ago.
yeah, it's 4:20 somewhere. Instead of 5 o'clock, instead of it's 5 o'clock somewhere, it's 4:20 somewhere. All right, everybody. Thank you for being here. Thank you for coming up, Regina.
You're welcome.
And giving me a little backbone that I need. Thank you.
You're welcome. You deserve that backbone. I don't tell people that just to butter their biscuit, Eddie. Like if I thought you were in the wrong, I'd tell you were in the wrong because that's what real friends do. But no,
Yeah.
I can't because you stood up for that person and you were genuine to that person
Yep.
whenever they didn't even know it. Like that's called integrity. Literally, that's the definition of integrity. So don't let that person's shortcomings hold you up to their bar because they don't even live up to their bar. Do you hold yourself up to your bar? If you hold yourself up to your bar, that's what you got to live with at the end of the day, not their problems. Don't let it tear you down. That ain't worth it.
And if you're in Discord, if you have Discord and you want to join my Discord, because email me and I'll give you a link to join Discord.
Yep.
With that
I
being
tell you
said,
what, though, I'll catch you later, Eddie. I'm going to let you
Yeah.
close out.
yes, I'm gonna head out now too myself.
All right.
So, hey,
Yeah.
Wednesday the 13th, if I'm correct, Wednesday is
Wednesday.
my 2-year anniversary that I dropped my
Oh,
first
my,
video.
oh
So
my
I'll
goodness.
be
That
doing a
means,
2-year anniversary live stream.
wow.
I did a Let's Celebrate live stream, and it was this Let's Celebrate since I've been on YouTube. But for my actual video, my first video was August 13th, 2023.
Oh,
So,
just a quick update. Okay, if it's okay, real quick, Eddie. Also, I don't know if you're going to be paying attention. I know you got a lot going on, but I will be in court for Troy Alexandra Strope's murder, Michael Lacey's trial, alleged
okay,
murder, Michael Lacey's trial, the 18th, August the 18th.
okay.
So, I'm gonna have a lot going on. So if you need me, just you're probably better off just texting me because like I've got so much going on, just so you know. If I miss a live stream or something, that's what's going on. Just so
All
you
right.
know, I'm not okay. And you know I'm replay crew anyways.
Yeah.
Always. So
All right.
all right. You guys be kind to one another. Kindness is free and hate costs us so much. And don't let someone else's shortcomings hold you to their standard. Okay. Peace, you guys.
Thank you guys for being here. With that being said, well, the thing is out, my friends.